What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, SnowBikeMike, here with your Hype Report Live React for Inside Xbox on September 24th, 2019. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, and we are ready for all the Xbox news that we need to know about. Some may say that X is about to give it to you, and I am so excited because I'll be live reacting with you in the hypest way possible over this next hour with the Inside Xbox team. So sit back, relax, and get ready for an awesome show with Inside Xbox.
Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Xbox. We've got a great show for you today, packed with announcements, assassins, vampires, death himself, and bears, oh my. We've even got some very special info about Project Xcloud. What is it? Where is it? I'll do you one better. Why is it? And most importantly, when can you try it out for yourself?
Let's get it,
all
Jeff.
These answers
I'm all
and
about
much
this.
more await you
I
on
know that
this
guy.
episode of Inside Xbox, starting right now.
Let's get it. Pump me up, Xbox. Let's get it going right now. I'm excited.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside Xbox.
Major Nelson.
Huge
I love
show
that
for you
guy.
today, including a ton of great games coming very soon, and the latest from Project Xcloud.
True, Layer Bear. Whether you're into pillaging on the high seas in Atlas, challenging Satan to a drink-off for your very soul in after party,
after
or
party,
finding
y'all.
your fortune in a capitalist space dystopia in the outer worlds, we've got games for everyone
Outer
today.
world,
Everyone
let's
except for those who
go.
like to play games with our heart.
Ba-dum.
See, no singing, because then we'd have to teach Larry to dance, and nobody wants to see that.
Fair point. Let's
I'm
instead
kinda
talk
into
about
it.
another group
I'm
of
into
folks
it.
that tend to sing and dance a lot, pirates.
Yeah, brilliant segue there, Kate. Thank you very much. Anyway, the game is called Atlas. It is a persistent
Atlas.
open-world
Okay,
pirate sandbox game that will challenge you to swashbuckle with the best of them. And it's coming to Xbox very, very soon. We're about to talk with Atlas's lead game designer, but first, we'll give you a head start on getting your sea legs with a new trailer for the game right now.
Let's see it. Isn't this the one that was like 72 on 72? Or like had like a million people and giant sea creatures all around? I'm all about this game. I think it's on PC. And I like this, baby. It's like Sea of Thieves cranked up to 1,000,000. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Shipbuilding, I like that. Ooh, look at that cute pink ship, too. Oh, yeah. Nothing like sailing the seven seas with all your best friends. Sea of Thieves taught me that one. Scuba diving, not mad at scuba diving. Oh, yeah, see what I'm talking about? Look at that giant whale. Oh, we got some PvP combat, little PvE combat. Flamethrower on the boat, that was insane. Oh, what? See, I'm hot off of playing Ark, and I'm all about Ark Survival Evolved, right? I love Sea of Thieves. If Atlas can find that happy medium in between the two of them, October 8th, you might see me on there.
October 8th, huh? Just enough time to get my eye patch tailored. And wait, a pirate game on Xbox? Haven't we seen that before? All right, let's address the peg-legged elephant in the room. Yes, Sea of Thieves exists. It's awesome. But Atlas is really a very different type of experience. They're basically on opposite ends of the pirate spectrum, which is something that exists now. Basically, you have Jack Sparrow on this end of the spectrum.
Okay.
And on the other side is Captain Phillips. Look at me. I'm the captain now. You remember
got
that?
him.
Yeah.
Maybe
Got
you
him.
don't.
I might
Jeff,
have
you're
called
so
him
funny.
Kermit. Yeah.
To help us understand this more intense flavor of pirating lifestyle, we have Atlas lead game designer Eric Wananen to tell us, well, all about Atlas.
Eric,
so,
welcome in,
Eric,
and that is
tell
an
us all
insane
about
looking
Atlas.
top. I
Sure,
kind of
yeah.
like
So
it.
obviously, yeah, there are a lot of pirate offerings now.
Very
There
interesting.
are a lot of things that differentiate us from other pirate games, though. We want to create the ultimate pirate experience, and so Atlas is an online multiplayer survival pirate game. It's a massive open world that thousands of players can connect to simultaneously. One of the coolest things that differentiates us, though, in the pirate space is that we actually provide a truly persistent world. So if I build a ship or a base in one place and you visit that location, you'll actually be able to see exactly what I've built, and you can interact with it too. You know, we've created this gigantic sandbox where we let players do pretty much whatever we want. We've given them the tools and freedom to do that in true pirate fashion. So, you know, if you're a player that wants to get all your friends together and create a fleet of pirate ships to then terrorize the seas, you can do that. If you want to claim an island and then build your own pirate hideout, you can also do that. You know, the world is truly your oyster when it comes to Atlas.
Very good. I like the
liking that
nautical
saying right
theme
there.
I can't stop making those little things. Yeah.
If it runs
So,
well, like
you
I
talked
said,
about sort
coming
of the
off of
scale,
Ark
what you can do,
Survival
but when
Evolved,
you
I'm
talk
pretty
about a
pumped
pirate
up
game, there's
at
certain
this
things
idea,
that
but
you
I do
really
love Sea of
expect. You
Thieves
want to
so
battle
much.
sea creatures. You're going to want to pillage ships. You're going to want to lose all of your teeth because you don't have a fundamental knowledge of nutrition.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're going to be able to do these things?
Yeah, there's all those offerings and more, right? Including the vitamin stuff and the scurvy and whatnot. But, you know, there's a lot of those classic moments that players are expecting too. Atlas at its core is a game about exploring, surviving, conquering the world with your friends and other pirates.
Yep.
But there's also those
Saying
very
all the right
iconic
stuff for
pirate
me.
moments, intense ship battles with cannons.
Like it.
You know, storming decks and clashing swords with other players, searching for buried treasure and wrestling it away from people that don't want to part with their booty.
Yeah.
Even building your
Never
own
part with
bases
the
and
booty.
defending them, or raiding and looting other player bases. You know, that's just a handful of items that are those really classic pirate moments that players are expecting that are in Atlas. And there's a lot more that players can expect when they get into the game and actually play.
So Atlas's freedom, it's not just what you can do in the game, but it's really how you can experience the game. There's a lot of options to how you can really interact with the world of Atlas.
Right, yeah, it's a very player goal-driven game, right? And so players set what they want to do and the stories that they want to tell in the game, and we give them the space and the tools to provide those stories for them to create, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about day one. You're launching into Xbox Game Preview.
That's right.
All right,
Xbox
so that means
Game
that's
Preview.
the beginning of this, this voyage for Atlas on Xbox.
Exactly.
What can players expect on that first day?
Right, so again, you know, we are looking to get into releasing on Xbox Game Preview on October 8th, so it's 2 weeks away. You know, one of the things that we're really excited about is crossplay support. So we're actually going to be having Atlas be crossplay enabled for both
crossplay,
Xbox
let's
and
go.
PC on day one at launch. So
like
players
that.
on both
I
platforms
like
will be able
that.
to play together in the exact same worlds on all of our official servers. Something else that we're working on is keyboard and mouse support for Xbox, so players
Gotta
can
have
look
it.
forward to that.
Gotta have it
But the one thing
nowadays.
we actually really wanted to make sure Xbox players understand is that when we launch Atlas on Xbox, it's actually going to have full game parity with Xbox and PC. That means that whenever we push an update or we release new content for the game, Xbox and PCers will both get that simultaneously. It's not a different game for Xbox or a different game for PC. It's the exact same game across both platforms.
You're
like
saying
that.
a
Keep
lot
it
of the
the
right
same
things here.
game across all the platforms.
Let's,
I love that.
Let's take out our spyglass and look a little bit, you know, forward down the line
Jeff,
of
you're doing good
the
at this
game
interview.
preview
I like
voyage
that.
for Atlas. I'm thinking back to you guys made Ark Survival Evolved, and I had a really wild
these guys
run
made
through
Ark
early access.
Survival
I remember
Evolved? I
playing
love
it
that.
on its first week out, and I think I was like bashing a fish with a rock and then eating it raw,
Right.
like a proper cave person. 6 months later, I saw people flying on the backs of pterodactyls,
Yep,
firing
that's
SMGs, and I
me.
was like, how
That's
is
me.
this the same game?
Sure, lots of changes over time, right?
Exactly. So why don't you talk a little bit about some of the changes we can expect down the line with Atlas?
Sure, so we're looking to follow a very similar approach with Atlas, right? Evolution over time, especially in game preview. So basically how we're going to treat future updates for Atlas, we're going to be rolling them out in sort of multiple phases. And so each phase will have sort of a specific area of the game that we focus on and that we tailor or make improvements to. For example, the first update that we're going to be really focusing on once we release on the 8th is going to be sort of general upkeep stuff, quality of life improvements for the game, bug fixes, performance increases, those sorts of areas. But then after that, the area of focus we're going to have is that the phase on seas, ships, and sailing updates. Ships and sailing are such an important part of Atlas. You know, it's really core to that pirate fantasy. And so we want to make them an even bigger part of the game than they currently are. So that means things like making ships easier to acquire and easier to sail, new additional types of encounters on the ocean, new activities for players to do on their ships. You know, we want players to be able to enjoy themselves even more when they're out on their ships. So we're going to be focusing on updates that target those areas specifically. But the most important part of all this, honestly, especially in game preview, is going to be player feedback, right? So it's a continually evolving process. We want to get player input. And so we want to invite and encourage Xbox players to join us both in our official forums and on social media so they can also be a part of helping make Atlas that ultimate pirate experience together.
All right, what is that
Let me
website?
have a parrot.
What is that
Let me have a
yeah,
monkey.
Where can people find
Let
more
me
about
squad up
Atlas?
with
Sure,
my
so you
fellow
can visit
pirate
us on our
friends
official website
and go
at
search for booty.
playatlas.com.
I mean, this is
We
all
have
I
an
need
official
from Atlas
Discord
right
channel
now.
that players can join.
Oh, wait,
they can
that's
chat in
essentially
us.
Sea of
Sometimes
Thieves.
devs drop in there too.
But
And
gosh
also on
darn it,
social
I'm
media, you
interested.
can find
I'm
all the
interested.
latest news and updates there as well.
Eric, thank you so much. Now, before I let you go, I have to ask, what did the ocean say to the pirate?
I don't know.
Nothing. It just waved.
Oh.
Yes!
They're going to cut my
remember that
mic
one.
now, and actually, I really deserve that. So let me use my last moments here on the show to debut the newest trailer for Children of Morta. This game's an action RPG roguelite where you gradually meet and unlock more members of your family as you play. It's kind of like Thanksgiving dinner, just without all the unnecessary political ramblings from my Uncle Yuri at the end of the table. He knows what he said. We're proud to share an in-depth trailer now, revealing some never-before-seen characters and the date of this very anticipated, much buzzed about game's Xbox debut. Please enjoy Children of Morta.
Children of Morta. Okay, show it to me. Let's see what it is. Dead Mage in 11-bit Studios
Children of Morta
presents.
is an action RPG with a roguelite approach to character development, where you don't play a single character, but a whole extraordinary family of heroes.
Oh, okay.
Hack and slash through hordes of enemies in procedurally generated dungeons, caves, and lands, and lead the family of Bergsons with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption.
Ooh.
Gameplay-wise, it's a unique mix of action-adventure RPG, roguelite,
Remind me a
and
little bit of
hack-and-slash
Diablo
game.
right here, yeah.
By
Little hack and
leveling
slash
up,
Diablo,
you
top
develop
down.
not only individual characters, but also the entire family. There is no permadeath, and you can change family members between the dungeon runs.
Oh, I like that. Like that. Freedom to change at any moment.
The
Love
story
that.
takes place in a distant land, but copes with themes and emotions common to all of us. Love and hope, longing and uncertainty, ultimately loss and sacrifice we are willing to make to save the ones we care for the most. Ultimately, it's about a family of heroes standing against the encroaching darkness. You can choose from 6 different family members, each one having unique skill sets. The father, John, a protective warrior with a sword and shield.
John looks
The
good.
elder daughter, Linda,
Linda
a
looks
precise
great. I like
archer.
that. Oh, yeah.
Kevin, a quiet fighter equipped with deadly daggers.
Assassin. Yeah.
Lucy, a lively and bold fire mage. Mark, a mindful martial arts fighter.
Okay, a little
And
monk from
Joey,
Diablo.
who smashes his enemies with a sledgehammer.
Ooh, Joey.
Ranged attacks, magic spells, blocks, stuns, evasions, and passive skills. It's all there for you to discover, unlock, and upgrade. Check out different setups and find your preferred way of combat. In Children of Morta, there is no classical inventory system, but instead, there are dozens of items that you can randomly find on your way.
Oh, okay, I like
They
that.
can give you
That
passive
looks like
buffs,
Dead Cells to
modify
me.
your attacks, allow to spawn powerful totems, and more. And if you don't like what you find, you can always stop by a store and purchase stuff from a merchant.
Okay.
All the dungeons
Okay.
in the game are procedurally generated, which means their layout is different with each adventure.
Every time,
they
I like
can be
that.
from 2 to 4 levels
Ooh,
of
look
each
at that
dungeon,
badass
with a unique
whip.
boss fight at the end. You can always get back the previous dungeons to get extra XP or finish all the side quests. There are 3 different lands to discover. Each one represents a different part of the Morta realm. The Caldibo Caves, the city of Barahut, and the land of Terra Lava, each filled with unique enemies, bosses, and challenges linked directly to the environment around you. Play with your friend, or wife, or
Ooh,
mom.
co-op, I
It's
like
a game
that.
about family, after all. Currently,
like co-op.
the game supports local co-op for 2 players, but online co-op is in development and will be
Good.
added for free in a future update.
Future update. Okay. No online co-op off launch, but
Gorgeous,
2-player co-op on the
hand-drawn,
couch.
stylish pixel
Not bad.
art. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so just take a look and embrace it. The game costs $21.99 and will be available on Xbox One on October 15th. Be
Okay,
sure
20
not to
bucks,
miss it.
$22, October 15th. I'm not mad at this game. It looks pretty dope, actually. I like the art style. I like that combat style. I'm kind of into it. I'm into it.
Ever since we announced Project Xcloud, everyone has asked one question.
When?
When can I
Yes.
get my hands on
Yes,
it? Well,
Major Nelson, you know
luckily
I want it.
we're joined by Project Xcloud Corporate Vice President Kareem Chowdhury to provide some updates on that. Kareem, great to see you.
You too, Larry. Always great to be with you.
Now, I know you're not just coming by to say, hey, things are going pretty good. You got some really good news coming up, don't you?
We do.
All right, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But first, can you bring people up to speed? What is Project Xcloud?
Oh, come on.
Project
What, have you been
Xcloud
living
is our
under a rock?
technology
You better know
platform
what
to
Project
stream
Xcloud is.
console games from the cloud. We're incredibly excited excited about it. We've been working really hard on turning our Xbox One console into a server version that we're deploying in Microsoft data centers around the world.
That was at E3. I played that.
We've been testing at home. We've been testing as employees. We've rolled it out to broader Microsoft. And now we're ready to take that next step where we invite the public to join our public preview.
Now, you and I have been working at Xbox for a long time, worked on a lot of different projects, but this Project Xcloud is massive, isn't it?
It is. You're taking all the fun and joy and complexity of a console, all the joy and complexity of a games, and we're putting it together, deploying it in the data centers to be able to stream an experience to users wherever they are.
Now, I hear you at home. You're saying, hey, you said there's going to be news. What is the news? Kareem? Let's get to it. What do you have to share with us?
Jump right into the news.
Our public preview is starting in October, and we are opening our signups today.
That is exciting news.
Signups are today,
you just need to go to the URL on the screen, right?
Exactly. And we're going to be in 3 markets where
Somebody
we're starting.
watching this,
the
sign
United
me up
States,
immediately.
The United Kingdom,
Sign me
and
up.
Korea. And we're going to be opening up the invitations. We're going to select people from who signs up, and we're going to start kind of small, and then we're just going to continually expand over time.
Once folks get into the preview, what can they expect?
Well, they can expect to play Xbox games in a way that they never have before on their mobile device. You know, the original Xbox launched with Halo, and so we're starting our public preview with Halo 5 Guardians, a title that I've loved and enjoyed. It's been great playing it on a phone, and we're going to have 3 other titles from our first-party studios in the preview as well. Gears 5, the brand new title that just shipped from the Coalition, have an awesome time playing Campaign and Horde. We're going to put Sea of Thieves in there as well. I personally have been having a blast playing on my Project Xcloud next to my kids on the couch while they're playing on our Xbox One X. And then a phenomenal fighting game I know Ricari will like, Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I mean, this is
all
really
the
exciting.
Xbox titles on there. Let's go.
Participate internally in our internal beta for quite some time and being able to play on the road. And I want to be very clear, you know, if you're playing something on your console, when you get into the program, it's just going to pick up your achievements, your save game, all of that just goes with you.
Exactly. We are not creating a separate ecosystem. So it's your account, it's your save game, your friends list, your multiplayer, your progression, your gaming history. It all flows between the two. So you can start Gears 5 on your console, and then you can pick up and play it on Project Xcloud and vice versa. It's really up to you.
I can hear people at home smashing that URL right now to get in on it. But what do they need in terms of hardware to participate?
You need an Xbox One controller with a Bluetooth connection and an Android phone or tablet. We are starting on Android, and in terms of networking, we are going to work over Wi-Fi and a cellular connection. Now, I want to double-click on cellular just a little bit.
Let's talk about that.
You're going to work with any mobile provider that you have in the 3 regions that we listed. We are working especially close with, through technical partnerships with T-Mobile in the United States, Vodafone in the UK, and SK Telecom in Korea to make sure that we have a phenomenal experience for the customers.
I want to talk about Project Xcloud is one part of Xbox game streaming. There's also another part called console streaming. Now, for those folks that can't puzzle it themselves, tell us what that means. What is the difference?
Right. Project Xcloud is our technology to stream games from our cloud. Streaming from your home console is really just that. You have a console in your home that you paid for with games that you paid for. We're going to enable you to be able to stream those games to your mobile device as well.
Oh my gosh, like the PS Vita with my PlayStation back in the day?
We'll have more news to share about that at a future date.
All right, so there you go. Kareem's got the news for you. We're going to be rolling out the preview for Project Xcloud in next month. Next month, and they participate. They just go to the URL on the screen.
Remember, you got to have an Android. Android phone.
Yeah, it's been an incredibly
device.
exciting time because I've watched people both on my team and within Microsoft get to enjoy games on Project Xcloud, and the stories that they've been able to share have really been inspiring. So I'm excited to invite the public in. We're going to expand over time. We're going to make it better every single week based upon feedback, and I want people to, join us, have fun, play, and share their Project Xcloud stories.
Join us on the journey.
Love it.
Kareem, thank you so much for today and sharing the vision on how we're expanding the way players can enjoy their favorite Xbox games. Once more, head to xbox.com/game streaming if you would like to express interest in participating in the Project Xcloud preview. And that's what we're all about here at Xbox, giving you the options to enjoy your favorite games however you want. And of course, a huge part of that is Xbox Game Pass. Kate and Ricari,
Game Pass,
what do you
let's
have
go.
for us about that?
Well, thank you,
Kate
Larry, for
Ricari,
asking.
about to
And
bring
we've
it
got
to
plenty
you.
of games to make sure you don't lose that healthy TV tan. We just all want you to glow. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at all the games coming to PC and console through Xbox Game Pass.
What you got for me? I know they had a couple of big games just recently, too. Can't go wrong with all first-party titles. Never can.
That's right, coming up very soon, like in about 2 minutes soon, we'll have a fresh, batch of new games coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
But first, we
for
just
PC.
released a gang of new games on Xbox Game Pass for console.
I said
now,
that.
if you like seeing dudes with spiky hair scream a lot and punch each other,
That's just like Goku here, right?
too true, Artan, which is why we've added Jump Force to Xbox Game Pass for console. Now, if you're already a member, you can download the game faster than Goku charges a spirit bomb.
It does take a while. Now, we've also added Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Lego
Yep.
Worlds, both available right now to download and play on Xbox Game Pass for console.
Oh yeah, awesome game high five!
You know what? We could not. Now, Xbox is out here providing you with, let's be honest, more games than you will ever have time to play, because being an adult is tough. It's our personal mission to make sure that backlog never disappears, and we're just getting started. On that note, let's check out what's coming soon to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Ooh, coming to your PC. What do you
Xbox
got?
Game Pass for PC is already home to amazing titles
They
like
are
Gears
speaking to
5,
my soul right
Blair
now.
Witch, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night,
like
and
Bloodstained.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom
but
Come
we're
Deliverance.
just getting
I
started.
just downloaded that
Here's
last
a few
night.
of the titles coming to the service over the next few weeks. Fall is in the air, so put on that scarf and get
this
ready
game
to
actually
defend
looks pretty
yourself
cool.
from some pumpkin spice pillaging. In Bad North, you must defend adorable little villages from marauding Vikings, because let's be honest, marauding is just what Vikings do. Are you bored of racing games that offer humane levels of challenge? Do you want to restart every time you slightly miss a turn, or even think about missing a turn? Then check out Dirt Rally 2.0. Seriously,
Dirt
it's so
Rally.
tough, we gotta do it. We just have to. It might just be the Dark Souls of racing games.
Dark Souls of
City
racing
Skylines
games? No, you
is an
didn't say
urban
that. No,
planning
you
sim
didn't.
that lets you cultivate the thriving utopia
City
you
Skylines
wish
is
you really
dope.
lived
That's a
in.
must-play
Which is to
city
say,
sim
yes,
if you like
can
those
put
kind of
your
games.
house on the
Must play.
same block as a Taco Bell. Enjoy this blast from the past, and we mean that very literally, since Saints Row 4 Re-Elected has a
Oh,
dubstep gun.
okay.
Yeah, remember when people like dubstep? That's just the tip of the ridiculous iceberg in a game where you, the President of the United States, are trapped in a simulation by aliens and must fight your way out. It's kind of like The Matrix, but with dubstep. You know, I didn't really think I'd be saying that out loud today. Whether you're balancing the municipal books or presidentially punching aliens to dubstep, Xbox Game Pass for PC is dedicated to bringing you a variety of quality games. Make sure to check out the Xbox Beta app on September 26th for the next wave of games, and keep an eye on Xbox Wire and Xbox Game Pass PC on Twitter for up-to-date information.
Look, we told you we weren't kidding when we said we were just getting started with Xbox Game Pass.
Not
Not
bad.
only are we adding new games to the Game Pass all the time, but we're also making improvements to the app itself.
We've got an Xbox Beta app update coming out in early October that includes UI enhancements to make
Okay.
it faster to browse your library.
I think I
So
have
take it to
that
mean
app.
the whole app is replaced by a giant button that just says Play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night right now.
And we're also bringing a whole new group of indie games to the service through ID at Xbox. Now, the third episode of ID at Xbox Game Pass is in the works, and the team is really excited to share their latest news.
That includes titles like Genesis Noir, a hard-boiled detective story that takes place during the Big Bang. That's right, that Big Bang, the one that created our reality as we know it. You know, you couldn't have dames, whiskey, and jazz without the Big Bang, so it only makes sense, right?
That is true, Ricari. There's also Lonely Mountains Downhill. a
Lonely
game that
Mountains
challenges
Downhill.
you to
That's
race
my
down a mountain
game,
without wrapping
y'all.
yourself around a tree.
Tom
or a
Bach
rock,
got me addicted to
or
this
another
game.
tree, or even bigger rock. I think you get the idea.
I do. Now, if
Just
either of those
smashing.
games weren't esoteric enough for you, then perhaps we can tempt you with a cult pinball action in Demon's Tilt. This game combines bullet hell shoot 'em up chaos with pinball action and a generous slather of pentagrams. It's hard to describe a
Just
better
coming out
Friday
here just
night,
giving
if
me
I'm
the
being honest.
weirdest,
Pentagrams, yes, that's my
weirdest
Friday
game
night.
Generous
descriptions I've ever heard of, and I'm all
These
about
are just
it.
a fraction of the amazing indie titles that the ID at Xbox team cannot wait to show you, with more games to come from publishers like Team 17, Daedalic Entertainment, Devolver Digital, and much, much more.
To see the full slate of indie games and get a special behind-the-scenes look at their development, check out the ID at Xbox Game Pass Fall 2019 Showcase on the Xbox YouTube channel on September 26th
September
at 9
26th,
p.m.
there you
Pacific.
go.
Now listen, if a cult pinball is just the tease, you know the full reveal is going to be good, so make sure to check it out.
The ID at Xbox Showcase may be a few days away, but you'll only have to wait a few minutes to see all the other amazing games we're featuring today.
So keep watching for an exclusive
Vein,
interview
Hitman
with
2,
the
The
Outer
Outer
Worlds senior
Worlds.
narrative designer, an in-depth
the
look
Reaper.
at John Bernthal's
Ghost
role in Ghost
Recon.
Recon Breakpoint, and a romantic comedy/puzzle game about death. It's the person, not the concept, just to be clear. Apparently, Death really likes to dance. Who knew?
Well, you will as long as you keep watching. But first, Jeff, you have a new Code Vein trailer for us, right?
I do,
Jeff.
and you could call him Bloodstained, by the way. It's a fantastic game. They're playing it all weekend long. Now, we've got an exclusive look at a new enemy
Code
from
Vein.
the upcoming Souls-like
Coming out this
Code Vein.
week, or
Now,
next
if you're not
week, maybe, I
familiar,
believe.
Code Vein takes place in a post-apocalyptic dystopia. Is there any other kind? Where anime vampires fight each other over dwindling blood supplies. You thought there were no more original ideas in this world. Code Vein launches on September 27th, so enjoy your first look at this enemy,
this week.
the Cannoneer. Oh my God, Code Vein, like blood, vampires. I just got that.
Welcome.
Jeff, you do so good at this. So good. Code Vein, the Cannoneer. Blade Bearer. Oh, wow. This game is so anime right now, I can't even fathom what it's going to be like. Oh no, you take on both of them at the same time? Yeah, that seems like a nightmare.
And
That's
now
this
we
week,
take
people.
you from vampires to a game featuring enemies that would rather suck your wallet dry.
Ooh.
It's the hyper-capitalistic spacefaring RPG, The Outer Worlds. We've got Obsidian senior narrative designer Megan Starks on hand to walk Kate and Rakari through the finer points of the game. But first, for those of you who aren't familiar with the game, here's a deep dive in to The Outer Worlds.
Oh, give me the deep dive of the Outer Worlds. Let's go. I can't wait for this game. I'm so pumped up.
Do you dream of working on the frontier of space?
I do.
Are you searching for exciting off-world opportunities?
I am.
Can you pass a basic aptitude test?
I probably could.
Then come to Halcyon, where
I'm
prosperity awaits you in the stars. Owned and operated by Earth's most distinguished corporations.
Gosh, I can't
Halcyon's
wait for this
colonists
video
are
game.
guaranteed full employment. Enjoy a productive life in one of our many employment communities across Terra 2. You'll have access to every modern amenity, from gourmet dining to guaranteed housing and company-approved social clubs. You never know what you'll find on Terra 2.
Oh, Terra
Hungry
2,
for
I like
adventure?
it.
Apply for a post on Monarch instead.
For the Monarch.
Gently terraformed and pristine, Monarch is an alien world just waiting to be tamed. Enjoy
this
the
game is gonna be
outdoors,
so
hunt
good.
local
I
wildlife,
can't wait.
and bring civilization to wild places. Some restrictions apply. Monarch is currently undergoing renovation. See your local board representative for details. Yes,
got a job for
colony
me.
is a place for everyone. Are you a brilliant scientist? Or do you prefer working with your hands? Have you been rejected from every other colonist program? What the fuck? Not to worry. Halcyon accepts the lowest aptitude scores of any Earth Directorate colony. Improve yourself through our career development program. Sharpen your reflexes.
Oh, check out that Fallout combat
Strengthen
right
your
there.
muscles. Practice your social skills.
Thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang.
Injured on the job? Don't worry. Our board-certified insurance program covers a wide range of conditions, like robophobia, permanent concussions,
Oh, I
and
hate
fear of heights. The board cares about your security. That's why all of Halcyon's workers have the means to defend themselves. We've got pointy weapons,
Sweet
smashy
weapons.
weapons,
Yup.
brainy weapons,
Like it.
and shooty weapons. From Spacer's Choice to Hammersmith, your local grocer carries it all. Ammo sold separately. Come join our corporate family. You won't find a warmer,
Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
friendlier,
No.
or harder working community of employees anywhere in the universe. So don't wait. Sign those indenturement
Any chance
contracts
it's gonna be
and get
multiplayer
on board the
and/or
next
co-op,
ship
or you think it's
bound
just
for
straight up
the
single
outer
player?
worlds.
I'm all about it either way.
The Halcyon Colony, a better home for better people.
No doubt. Outer Worlds. I think that's this year too, I believe. October 25th. Come on. Let's freaking go. Outer Worlds and Obsidian. You gotta be kidding me. I can't
today
wait.
we are joined by this lovely lady to my right, not this guy over here, senior narrative designer Megan Starks. You're going to talk to us more about Outer
Hello,
Worlds. We're so
Megan.
excited to have you here today.
Tell me all about your
And I'm
video
going
game.
to go there. Give us the planetary view. I did it and I do it again.
Puns are welcome.
You know what
It's
I'm
totally
saying?
fine.
Like, come on, it's Outer Worlds. Give us the planetary view. What does it look like? What is the game about?
Okay, high-level overview. The Outer Worlds is a new sci-fi single-player RPG
Yes.
from the
Yes.
creators of the original Fallout franchise, Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, and Obsidian Entertainment, who made Fallout New Vegas.
So
Love
with
Fallout New Vegas
this
so
coming
much.
from the same developers that gave us Fallout New Vegas, what does that mean in terms of gameplay? Are we going to see familiar worlds in a sense, or gameplay? Like, take us through what we need to know.
Yeah, I would say if you like that game, you'll definitely enjoy this one. It's very similar because some of the team who made that game were also working on this game. And
Good,
we did
good.
use it as a touchstone a little bit. But basically, it's like everything you would expect from a classic Obsidian RPG. It's story-driven, or player story-driven, basically. You know, the choices that you want to make impact the world, the way you want to role play in the game, all the different stuff that you want to do. And we
Can't
also
wait. I
provide
can't
different
wait.
play styles for each quest. So it's like, do you want to talk your way through? Do you want to do full-on combat, or do you want to sneak and do a stealth playthrough?
What if I want to run and gun? I can do that too,
Yeah, you
right?
can totally do that. Yeah, I know,
That's
just
my
like-
play style. Look, you said whatever
Sorry to,
play
like-
style
like,
I want.
If you get me started, I just won't stop. But
Well, that would explain why you're the senior narrative designer.
yeah,
Yes, you
exactly.
are.
So yeah, basically it's like we have different, like, do you want to do crit path? Do you want to do side quest missions? And then also the NPCs will offer you like different types of quests.
looks
and you can
good.
decide which
I
ones
like
you
all
want
those
to do
bright
and how you want
colors.
to play them out, which factions you want to side
I love
with,
the
pit
planetary
people against
space
each other
theme
in
as
different
well.
areas. Yeah.
Especially coming from
Okay, so let's talk
Fallout New
skills,
Vegas,
'cause we
where it's
obviously
like
have the typical
desert,
strength
kind of
skills,
dry,
speed skills, but talk
dusty,
to us about the
bland look.
leadership skills.
I like
Yeah.
this. I
Because
like
that's
this.
something that we can use in this game.
Yeah, that's something brand new that we wanted to add in because we're all about the different types of play styles, like I mentioned. One of them is companion-based, which is, do you want to do your leadership skill? It makes you a more effective leader for your crew of companions that you can optionally recruit in the game.
Oh, I like being a leader, yep.
They will like interject in conversations. They have opinions about the world, but also it makes them more
Look at the slow
effective in
down shooting right
combat.
there, just like in
I do have a
Fallout. I like
follow-up to
that.
this.
The
Which
vats.
means, does this mean that I could hypothetically have an army of my own minions to
Oh,
go
we
about
just
and do
kicked
my
that thing in
business?
the
Because
face.
I've honestly been needing that for quite some time.
Watch out,
a very
dude.
small army, but yes.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Companions.
Yeah.
Companions.
Yeah, I mean, they do, you have like companion abilities, so you can tell them, like, I think people have seen Felix's drop kick where you're like, you know, go
yeah.
kick this old lady, or hopefully not. And then you also have, I mean, sometimes I do that.
You said
It's okay.
play the way that you want to play. So,
I mean, I see judgment here.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying it might have happened in one of my playthroughs. I feel a little bad about it. But then we also have different perks. You can spec out their abilities, you know, their skills, however you'd like.
so we talked perks, abilities, skills, and whatnot. I want to talk weapons because I saw some crazy stuff.
I
And
wanna
I'm going to
talk
have to
about the
reference the card here because I know
weapons,
there's a
'cause
shrink
there's a lot
ray,
of 'em.
but a mandibular rearranger. So
Yeah.
take me
Try saying that
through,
3
take me
times
through
fast.
those
Okay,
two
so
and
we
what
do
they
have different science weapons that you can find in the game. One of the play styles we wanted to support is the whole mad scientist. We have a lot of research and development,
It's a
different
shrink gun right
cool
there.
things that you can come across. And if you find them, one of them is the shrink ray and the mandibular rearranger.
Oh,
We do
that's
have
cool.
others that you can find, but you'll have to play the game to get a hold of them.
Yep.
The shrink ray obviously like shrinks down your enemies, so they're weaker and easier to kill. And the mandibular,
life.
yeah, and the mandibular rearranger is like arranges your facial features, so you might get like a giant nose and a tiny head and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny.
Little weaponized Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, we're
situation.
always trying to add in the humor in every aspect of the game. So yeah.
Well, Megan, thank you so much for bringing us through the wonders of science and letting me say Pablo Picasso on the show. 'Cause I think that hasn't happened enough. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank
to
you.
talk to us about Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Right on. Obviously, the game looks incredible, and I cannot wait to shrink some heads and Pablo Picasso the H out of some peeps.
All right, it's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen.
100%, especially on Xbox Game Pass. Boom!
Oh,
Right
Xbox Game Pass 2? Let's freaking go!
Inside Xbox. Speaking of which, we've got a peek at the latest Hitman 2 expansion in addition to a discussion with the developers of After Party, a game where you have to, get this, outdrink Satan to escape hell itself.
It's called a Tuesday, Ricari. But first, it's time to introduce you, all of you, to the wonders of very large men. Jeff?
We're talking about very large men.
What's going on with Gears 5?
I'll
Chopped liver?
I'll be honest, the sweatshirt and the suit, they're doing most of the lifting here in terms of size.
Sure. Well, you do look swole.
Thank you.
Oh, Jeff, you're
we
looking
requested this
swole.
desk just basically to hold us up.
It shows.
Well, unlike my body mass, Gears 5 has been growing and growing.
Yes,
Over
it has
3
been.
million
It's so
players revved up their Lancers in the game's opening weekend. And all those players can look forward to a ton more content, can't they, Larry?
What type of content? Well, over the next 6 months, the folks at the Coalition are going to add 4 new characters, new versus maps, new modes, new escape hives, and over 400 customization items.
Is that right?
Okay.
400.
That's what they're telling us.
That's what it said. All right, I trust
No
you.
single player
400
stuff.
it is.
But wait.
Bring up
There's even more.
Okay.
We wanted to remind you guys that you can unlock Batista just by playing
no
Gears
single player
5,
stuff,
but
but I
listen
love
to me.
Batista.
You have
He's
to
so dope.
play it before October 28th.
We're not asking too much of you here.
Once the window's closed, the character goes back into the vault.
And we had lost that combination long ago. So it's a really good game, and you know that's a bonus. And speaking of bonuses, did you know you get 7 days of Xbox Game Pass with
what? How?
Every specially marked can
What?
of Rockstar
Go get a
Energy
Rockstar
drink.
right now.
And, by golly, what a coincidence. It just so happens that Gears 5 is on Xbox Game Pass.
All right, so if you don't have the game already, you can get access to it for 7 days, unlock Batista, get a nice caffeine buzz going.
Love it. Actually.
And on top of that, you get this lovely recyclable collector
100%
can.
recyclable. This
like
design
that.
is
I like
actually
that.
from UK-based illustrator Luke Priest, who has done work for Marvel,
I'm gonna have to go buy some
and
Rockstar.
Metallica.
I'm usually a Starbucks
thinking,
guy, but I'm
he's
about to go buy a bunch of
probably
Rockstars
perfect
now.
for, making art about a game that has chainsaw guns in space.
Yes, and if you like the designs, and frankly, who doesn't? You can grab a 7-pack of 4K wallpapers, get all those numbers, from the Microsoft Store, absolutely free.
All right, Larry, you got some more hardware goodies.
Oh,
What's back
Larry,
here?
what you
Don't
got? What you got,
Take
Larry?
a look at that.
Saw that
But
in
wait,
the
we're not
background.
done.
That's not
gloves?
it.
Here you go. Okay, I got some brand new bundles. No, I forgot the gloves today. And I mean, these bundles are so new, they're shipping today.
All right, be careful. We're going to have to put them in the truck. We've got a brand new Xbox One S and Xbox One X bundle that each includes a full download of the award-winning Forza Horizon 4 and
Horizon 4,
the
so
very
good.
excellent Lego Speed Championship
Lego Speed
expansion.
Champions.
And for
was
those of
so
you that
awesome.
already have an Xbox, Forza
Definitely
Horizon
go out
4 is
there.
available on Xbox Game Pass.
It's on your Game Pass, and get
trend
that
here
DLC.
happening.
Now,
Chances
there's a
are
Lego
you've had at
added
least
into that
one
game.
friend
So
tell
much
you
fun.
how
It's
good
so
Forza
awesome.
Horizon 4.
It's good.
And it was you in this case, and you were not lying.
If you haven't played it yet, go out
so
and grab
good.
one of these bundles right
Right
now.
Take that one.
And hey, speaking of Minecraft,
We weren't speaking about
we are
Minecraft.
now.
Okay.
Minecon Live is just around the corner. Let's take a quick look at what you can expect from this year's virtual event.
Ooh, okay.
I really just don't want the audience to miss that Minecon Live will stream on September 28th at noon Eastern US time.
Or whatever time that is, in whatever country or whatever time zone you are in.
Ah! Minecon Live, September 28th.
You can watch
people.
Minecon Live from anywhere in the world.
The live event kicks off this Saturday, September 28th at 12 noon Eastern.
That is 9 a.m. here in the Pacific time zone.
And for Graham, it's 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time.
Actually, the UK is on British summertime right now, so that would be 5 p.m.
And we certainly couldn't forget all of our viewers in lovely Adelaide, Australia.
Yes, we are looking forward to seeing you bright and early on Australian Central Standard Time, which is
giving you all the time
1:30 a.m. on September 29th. That's a real time zone, actually,
Drink
and I
a
think that's
Rockstar, you'll
probably
be
all
up
of
for
them.
it.
There's only 5 time zones? All right, well, here we go. Make sure to follow Minecraft's Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch channels to catch all the news, content creators, and those announcements.
Yeah, and since Minecraft is truly the world's game, take that, soccer.
Yeah.
We'll have creators from all around the world streaming the event in 10 different languages. C'est si bon.
Oui, oui, oui. You can find more info about those creators and more at minecraft.net/Minecon.
Hey, don't forget, SnowBikeMike
And now
and
we
Friends
whisk you
has a
from being the
Minecraft
master
server.
of your own
If you want to
Minecraft
join,
server
come reach
to
out in
being
the
the
comment
master
section
of
below.
your
Come
own
join our
nation.
server.
We're talking
Have
about
some
Tropico
fun.
6. It is currently in Xbox Game Preview, and then
is
it
in
will
game preview.
officially release as a 1.0 on September 27th. That's coming up in just a couple days, giving you the opportunity to become El Presidente, the
played
world's
this game.
greatest dictator.
You can raid foreign lands, steal their wonders.
You can customize your palace.
Deliver moving election speeches.
Please take your shoe off the counter, Larry, and most importantly, you can grow a much bigger beard than either of us.
I think anybody can. But even with the bushiest of beards won't make you a great dictator if you weren't always looking for some angle to just save a little bit of money. Well, we've got you covered there.
That is correct. For the next few days, you can get the special early bird price if you buy Tropico 6 while it is still in Xbox Game Preview. Then, when the game officially launches, again, just a couple of days, September 27th, it'll update to the final official release.
See, that's the kind of savvy business dealing that befits a
bad.
great
Get it on a
dictator
cheaper price.
with
I
a
like
thin
that.
beard.
Very thin beard. If only we could do a little bit more for that.
All right, I guess we have something to look forward to for the next show.
I do expect to see, I think people would like to see at XO Major Nelson with the beard.
Oh.
Right? No,
so.
people don't care.
No, he
okay,
said no,
well,
no,
we may not
no,
have
no,
those
no.
bushy beards just yet, but we do have grizzled stubble working on that, courtesy of John Bernthal and Ghost Recon
Ghost
Breakpoint.
Recon
Kate,
time.
take us to Tough Guy Town.
Come on, Johnny
Jeff
B.
and Larry, words cannot convey how delighted I truly am to do just that. John Bernthal is hot. It's true. And if, like me, you've been waiting to crawl around in the mud and talk in a gravelly voice, and you'll be able to do very soon with this beta announcement from Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Johnny B, baby. Shane, the Punisher. And now your villain in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Hello, Ghost and Xbox fans. I'm John Bernthal. I play Cole Walker in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We're putting the finishing touches on Aurora, so feel free to download the beta from September 26th to September 29th. Hope you enjoy.
Get that beta right now. Beta weekend. There's Johnny B and the Wolves. Okay, is this in the beta? Oh, AMPVP, I know that one. Oh man, that beta is giving you
See
everything,
there,
people.
Ghosts.
They might as well give you the game, because that beta's got it all. It's out on
And you will
October
see
4th.
me there, John Bernthal. You can pre-order the beta right now. So preload the beta, excuse me. It's ready to go on September 26th. Now, I live life by one very simple life rule, and it is do whatever Mr. Bernthal tells me to, which is why I'm especially excited to see what's coming next. John Bernthal portrays the game's villain. Wanted to share some of his approach with everyone here, so please enjoy this punishing look at Breakpoint's Cole
she
Walker.
gave you the Punisher right
Did
there,
you get
Frank
it?
Castle.
Does he play the
Oh,
Punisher?
they're booing her. That's
Did
too
you get
bad.
it?
It was good. It was good.
I'm a wolf, raised to be the alpha, trained to follow. Alas, the beast can't be tamed that easily. Cole Walker, he's grown deeply disillusioned with the sort of state of affairs with the ghosts. He thinks that their moral compass and their set of rules are holding them back and keeping them from attaining the mission at hand. I think he develops this new code that's born out of his frustration, born out of his anger, born out of his the pain for the loss of the men that have died under his watch. And I think what he thinks is because of these rules. So he's developed this new philosophy, and he's got this new band of soldiers that are behind him. And look, I know he's looked at as the antagonist of the game, but you know, it's my job not to judge him. It's my job to empathize with him and believe in him.
Okay. Johnny B, man, that guy.
You know, with
that
Emil
dude's
being
a
on set the
man
entire
right there.
time, you know,
That's
he's
what a man
Green
looks
Beret.
like.
This project from the beginning had a real dedication towards authenticity. He had a really specific sort of way that, not just how Cole moved and handled his weapon and protocol, but also for mindset. And I think that's really what's kind of most important. And I think anytime you get the honor of portraying a vet, it's a huge responsibility.
This game is going to be
this
such
kind of
a different
process with
turn
mocap is
from Ghost
you have to
Recon
have one
Wildlands.
flawless
It's
take.
going to be
There's
so
no
much
place
fun.
to hide.
I can't
There's
wait.
cameras everywhere.
To squad up with my
I come
team
from the
and have a good
theater, so I
time.
really dig that.
Can't
You
wait.
rehearse it till you get it perfect. I think it just brings everybody's game up, and I really enjoyed that part of the process. I was really humbled by how much this game means to the people that are making it. I knew from the second I got there just how important this was to them. It's no different from, you know, a great television show, a great movie. When you're following a filmmaker and you're following a group of artists who are absolutely committed to doing their best, that's what drives me 100%.
By tooth and claw, I took this island, and by tooth and claw, I will rule it.
See y'all on Aroa. I
Now,
can't
we've still
wait.
got plenty of awesome games coming up for you guys, including a look at DayZ's new Livonia expansion.
Can't wait for DayZ.
A pub crawl through hell and after party, and advance info on XO19. But first, we know you haven't gotten your fill of bald badasses. So here's some news from everyone's favorite assassin, party clown, sports mascot, whatever you want to call him, it's Agent 47. The next and final expansion for Hitman 2 takes Agent 47 to Haven Island, a tropical paradise in the Maldives. For those following the expansions thus far, Haven Island takes place just after the events of the last New York expansion, and will probably let you bash someone over the head with a coconut if I had to guess. What's more exciting than that? Maybe this. Haven Island is available today for Expansion Pass and Gold Edition owners.
We got to give
Check
some
out
love
this
right
intro
there to the Twitch
expansion
chat. I know
and
this is the
enjoy the
VOD on YouTube right now, but Prez the Zombie 87 just had a great Gregway, aka Segway. Speaking of the Punisher, we have another hero dressed in black that we want to talk about right now. Going to a tropical paradise. That is Agent 47. Nice job. Everybody get some love right now.
This is
Prez the Zombie. That was great.
If you can afford.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence partner accounts. All made out to Haven. A small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
I'm so bad at this video game, but I like to pretend that I'm so good at it.
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Y'all are targets now. You know what happens when the hitman comes to you.
Haven Island is a true
Looks like a
tropical
James
paradise.
Bond intro right there.
Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa,
Oh yeah,
private
gotta have the
huts,
massage.
exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler.
Look at that dress
And
slash
Stephen
skirt bottom
Bradley,
thing. That's
technical
dope.
wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
This will be a fun way to end Hitman 2. Now remember, there will always be user-generated games in it, or user-generated levels and contracts, but for the team making Hitman, this will be the final one. Go watch the NoClip documentary about this team because it's so much fun to watch. And no, they're not paying me to say that. I'm just letting you know that Danny O'Dwyer and the team from NoClip did an incredible documentary series about this one.
Nothing beats seeing a joyless Agent 47 in a tropical paradise, right? Completely dressed for it. But when it comes to sheer quirk, the developers behind Felix the Reaper might have 47 beat. If you're unfamiliar, Felix the Reaper is a romantic comedy about the most romantic and comedic guy around. Who's that? Death. Felix the Reaper comes to us from developer Kong Orange, and as you might expect, the game that is bringing you such a heartfelt story is a little offbeat. But they're awfully friendly. They actually produce their own behind-the-scenes mini-doc as a way to say hi, so let's take a look.
Death is dancing on some historical images. And that seemed so much fun that we thought there's some kind of game hidden in here. It's funny to look at, and it immediately says, make a game about me.
Hitman anymore. What is this?
How stuff is supposed to look. Felix the Reaper is a shadow manipulation puzzle. It's in 3D,
okay.
But at the core of the whole thing, it's about making people die. Once you've figured out how to manipulate the shadows, you solve little adventure plots that will eventually lead up to a person dying, like they're supposed to in the plans of the Ministry of Death.
This looks good. This looks pretty cool. I was not expecting what this was going to be. I thought this was that one game that kept being shown at Rooster Teeth.
When you meet Felix
Inky,
the first time in the game, you
monster.
almost immediately find out that he likes to dance. He's been practicing that for a while, and it turns out he hopes to one day be able to run into Betty the Maiden and ask her to dance. So it's sort of his master plan.
Stuff, move and act.
You got to give this guy some love, though. This guy's got a great little
really
documentary
nice
going on.
When a chubby guy like him dances the way he does, it sort of has this inherent comedy to it that is both relatable. You don't laugh at him, you're kind of feeling joy with him.
Codes, so you don't have to.
In Felix, we work with dancers and musicians and historians. And when we get inspired from all their talent and all their skill, it feels like we can make a deeper game where the entertaining aspect has more impact because it has the weight of all this skill and talent in these people.
Things get sad because of him.
In a sense, this is taking death more serious. We actually sort of cherish each person dying in this game because there's a lot of build-up and humor around it. More than just having it be some sort of mechanic where people have to die for you to move on. Even if that is what we do, we spend a lot of time making sure people die.
Felix the Reaper, a romantic comedy game about the life of death. Be sure to write that one down. Keep that in our back pocket. That one looks kind of cool. Coming October 17th, 2019.
October 17th.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Okay.
Leave it to video games to make death seem like a fun guy. Now you'll be able to play Felix the Reaper day and date on Xbox Game Pass. That's October 17th. And now,
Yeah, I like that.
Are you serious? I have to segue out of
Game
death?
Pass. Let's go.
Challenge accepted. Now we're taking you from 6 feet under to a mile high. Yes, nailed it. The 4th DLC for Ace Combat 7 adds a whole new mission in which you have to capture an advanced submarine
Xbox talk, but on PlayStation VR.
The new
so
DLC
much
adds
fun.
some new game mechanics, including
Definitely
an electronic
get your
support
vomit
area
bag
that
ready
helps
if
you
you're
lock
playing it in
onto
the VR
enemies super
world.
quickly, and electronic countermeasure areas that will do the exact opposite. So pilots, it's time to sortie for Operation Sighthound, beginning tomorrow on Xbox.
Ooh, okay.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready.
Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group.
A real monster if there ever was one.
Down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent. Retreat not authorized. I mean, our hotshots won't even last 5 minutes.
This boat has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and
Sub.
elegant manner.
What is his goal?
I see 3 strikes. Get him.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the
Dogfighting
Erusian
right in
military.
time for you guys to get ready for the one, the only Tom Cruise to reprise his role? Come on. Who doesn't want to get out there and take a little highway to the danger zone in Ace Combat 7? Oh my gosh. Call me Maverick because it's about to go down in the skies.
How long have we been friends?
Our entire lives.
Our whole entire lives.
A little more.
And so I want you to understand that I'm not blaming you for getting us killed and sent to hell.
What do you want?
2 dead orphans.
2 dead orphans?
And I'm not even saying how drinking Satan to get back home is the worst idea you've ever had.
Okay, well, Lola, what are you saying?
It's back. We can't get enough of this game. We saw this earlier today with the PlayStation State of Play, and I could see this all day long on loop. Because out drinking the devil sounds like so much fun. AKA Satan, I guess is what they call him in this game. But still, either way, beer pong with Satan, flip cup with Satan, or even quarters with Satan would be so much fun.
I'm just saying you should pace yourself.
Lola, can you get alcohol poisoning in hell?
October 29th, right around the corner. Right around the corner. I hope they have a White Claw
Feels
reference in that
kinda
video
wrong
game.
to do this interview without a drink in
that
my
would be
hand,
so
but I
dope.
will try my hardest. And I'm joined by the also sober, I think, Night School Studio Director Sean Krankel to talk about After Party.
Great
Hey,
T-shirt, Sean.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Nice,
Really good
dude.
to see you. We just saw this trailer for After Party. So why don't you tell us what After Party's all about?
Yeah, if you couldn't tell from the trailer, it is about 2 best friends who have just died after graduating college, which sounds like a pretty awful situation. But fortunately, as they are in line in hell about to get processed and figure out their eternal hell, it turns out that there's a loophole. And if you can get invited to Satan's after party, or sorry, his nightly party, you can actually outdrink Satan and he'll grant you re-entry to Earth. Nobody's ever done it before.
I like that.
So that's what the game is about, is these 2 best friends sort of exploring the underworld on this crazy pub crawl through hell.
I'm just committing that to memory, you know, in case anything happens you know, down the line. That may come in handy
Just in
later.
case.
So I want to rewind things a couple years back to your previous game, to Night School's previous game, Oxenfree, came out in 2016. Immediately ended up on a lot of the 10 best lists of the year, including mine. I know you read my live journal,
I do.
where it did make it in there. And the game is available on Xbox Game Pass. And between now and release, please download Oxenfree, play it. I've never seen a game that handles conversation better than that. But the tone here is a little bit different. That game, sort of a realistic setting where like fantasy and paranormal things happen. It's turned on its head for After Party.
Big time, yeah. I mean, for us, I think after completing Oxenfree, which was a pretty serious game, set in a setting that felt quite familiar, we wanted to flip that and go, let's be really fun and do a ton of world building. And instead of having a cast of only, 2 or 3 characters, why don't we look at a cast full of, this one has over 200. So it really,
Cast
I
of
think
over
for us, it was important to
200 characters.
carry over the connective tissue
Alana
of
Pierce is
Oxenfree,
also
which
a
is
voice
the
in this
dialogue
game, so
system,
make sure to
the
keep an
ability
eye
to
out
walk and
for
communicate.
Alana.
But how do we amp that up? So it was really about now, Milo and Lola going through this almost R-rated version of a Pixar movie, and we created our own hell basically for that, and
Let's
them
talk
exploring
about that. I've played the game at GDC and I think at PAX, and we've seen a number of trailers now. This isn't your grandfather's hell. This is like hell looks kind of cool. I guess, like, so tell us
Hell
what
like doesn't look bad to be a part of, you know what I mean?
That was more
if
fun
we're drinking
than
White
usual,
Claws in hell, I'm there.
And, you know, heavy metal
I'll be
and
there all
orange
day.
and just blood, which there's, you know, a fair amount of that in the game as well, but we wanted our hell to be more like a nightlife that you'd want to explore. So there's a whole host of different districts, you know, some that feel like Shibuya, some that feel like you're in Amsterdam, some are like New York, and they're all connected through the river Styx. And so we've got, you know, our demons are people that are working all day torturing people, but at night they got to go out, they got to go drink, they got to go kind of let their hair down. And the humans that are getting tortured also actually coexist with these other demons. And so, like, our hell is sort of this mix of all religions. We basically treat, like, every afterlife from every religion as if it were correct. And so we've combined that into our own, you know, strange version of the underworld.
Hence some of the loopholes, apparently.
Yes, yes.
So let's talk about drinking, and let's talk about like how that actually works in the game and how it affects what is happening and
how
what
we're playing
you're
that beer pong, baby.
So yeah, drinking and partying in general in the game is such a crucial theme. And so early on, we're like, let's prototype all these various types of drinking. We had pee meters, and we had you blacking out. None of these things were fun. So we were like, how do we hone in on the fun aspects of it? There were pee meters. There were people puking. It was a mess. But we veered much more into this territory of like, maybe drinks can feel like a potion, almost like a Harry Potter thing that will sort of amplify the communication style. So in Oxenfree, the script was much more about just like there's 3 options that the player can say, and that's it, and that's how you progress through the game. But in this, if you're in any bar, there's 5 or 6 different drinks, and each drink can change your personality, and that will change the entire script. So if you want to talk like a pirate, there's a drink for that. If you want to talk like a mobster, there's a drink for that. If you want to be flirty, all these variety of drinks and concoctions then change how you interact with everybody inside of the game. And so that's not just a fun flavor thing, it's also a strategic thing. Like you might not want to flirt with the giant evil demon you're playing beer pong against, or maybe you do, because maybe it'll throw them off.
There were so many different endings in Oxenfree with just those 3 solutions. I'm imagining like your narrative board is like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, where it's just like, you know, all these interconnected things. So I cannot wait to see just how many different, you know, how my adventure unfolds compared to, you know, somebody else's. Before you go, again, play the game, heard a lot of trailers, and something that jumps out at me is some really great voice talent. I feel like some people are familiar.
Who are we going
to be conversing with?
Yes, so our 2 leads are Janina Gavankar and Koi Dowd. Janina, you know, she was in Star Wars Battlefront, but she's also got this illustrious career, of course, in TV and film. And then Koi is in a ton of different anime. He's also Detective Pikachu. So, yeah, he's
Detective
great.
Pikachu?
So, the 2 of them, I just love seeing them interact because they're very similar to their characters.
But
you know, in Oxenfree, we had a very limited cast. This having 200
they got bounce
characters
shots in
means
that?
you
You
have a
think they're allowed
massive
to
cast.
bounce
So we've got, we were fortunate enough to have Dave Fennoy as Satan, which he's just perfect.
No way.
We actually brought back Erin Yvette, who was the lead in Oxenfree. She plays your personal demon in this, named Sister Mary Wormhorn, who tortures you over the course of the game. You know, we have Ashley Birch, just a huge, massive cast of incredible talent. We're very fortunate.
Suffice to say, not a lot of games out there like this, and it's something we'll all be looking forward to. So, Sean, thank you so much for coming by to talk After Party, and for teaching me that we're all going to need strong livers to survive the afterlife. And while drinking may cure woes in the afterlife, it won't help me survive around in DayZ.
Oh, DayZ.
But knowledge is power, so Rukari juices up with the latest on the DayZ expansion.
All right, well, up next, we're excited to show you the next big expansion coming to DayZ.
I have DayZ on my
Livonia
Xbox.
spans a massive 163 square kilometers and provides sunny summer terrain with lots of forest locations to help you reenact your favorite Ewok-style ambushes. No joke.
What?
Start screaming Ewok stuff into your mic when you jump out of some bushes. It totally will freeze people up. Usually I would scream my favorite artist. I prefer Carly Rae, but we won't go into that. All right, now in addition to the new map, this expansion adds lots of new content that can be used in Livonia and the main game, including, can't believe I'm gonna say this, a bear. Like a big, hairy, likes fish, sleeping like an actual bear. I'm gonna stop making jokes before Reddit gets mad at me, but check out this trailer for Livonia coming to DayZ on November 13th.
Coming to DayZ, let's get it. like DayZ to me. Running around alone, afraid, scavenging for supplies. Try not to be eaten by a dead person, but also not trying to be killed by fellow PvP members. Like that lady. Oh, okay, that wasn't that much, but there's a bear.
Now,
I like
before
that.
we get out of here, we wanted to give y'all an
Gotta
update
pump
on
it
our
up, y'all
next
know.
big event.
That's right,
XO19 in
takes
London.
place in London, November 14th
My
through
boy
the
MC
16th,
Fixer
and
will
we
be
could
there.
not be more excited.
We're more excited, Larry.
We're thrilled to celebrate with the UK with the entire team. That means gaming royalty will be there. Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, Xbox Game Studios, and
Major Nelson. Will Major Nelson?
Yeah, that's the gaming
I was
royalty
gonna
right
say,
there.
You're right there. Exactly. Now, we're already working on a ton of announcements for the show, not to mention just celebrating Xbox along with all of you, the fans.
Well, if we're celebrating along with the fans, that means we got to get all dressed up. Cosplay contest? Group cosplay
What are we
contest?
cosplaying at?
Yeah, well, let's do it. I don't know. We'll
I
figure
feel
it
like
out.
Master Chief, maybe. Short Master Chief. Speaking of sweating through your clothes, last year's event in Mexico City was such a blast. Literally
was
like
a blast.
a
Look at
life
that one.
event for us.
The
Being up
Mexico
there
XO was
on the stage,
insane,
Never
y'all.
felt anything like that. If we have one
Can't wait to see what
that
they
much
had in
energy
London.
in London, this will be something to remember.
I know you can bring it in London because tickets for our celebration go on sale October 1st, with all proceeds benefiting Special Effect, a nonprofit that does incredible work in the UK to help bring the joy of gaming to those with physical disabilities.
All right, we want to see all of you there, so grab your tickets on October 1st at xbox.com/X019. Yes, that's X0. You say XO, but it's really a 0.
You know, I think both will work on the website. Give it a try. All right, if you can't join us in person, we'd still like you to join us digitally.
That's right. Inside Xbox will be back live from the event November 14th, 3 p.m. Eastern,
Yep.
noon Pacific.
Be
What
ready.
time is that in London?
8.
Okay, he's got it. 8 p.m. British summertime with all of the news, the reveals, and this feel-good scripted banter that you love from Inside Xbox.
And boy, does it feel so good. This will be our biggest episode of Inside Xbox yet. Let me just say that one more time. Biggest one yet. Absolutely packed with announcements. Plus, we'll have additional programming throughout the 15th and the 16th to celebrate all the big announcements from the show.
And don't
gonna
forget,
be
if
a
you want to
party
toss your
out there
hat
in
in the
London.
ring for Project xCloud testing in October and beyond, head over to xbox.com/game streaming. We're
Yep,
starting
go
small
sign
in
up
October,
for that beta right
but
now.
we'll open up more spots for
Android
participants, add
devices.
more
Remember
games,
that,
and we'll keep
Android
all
devices.
of you updated on the progress.
Biggest show ever. We're going to be held to it, so we'll see you on November 14th, live from XO19 in London.
Now, from all of us here in sunny Seattle, thank you for watching today's episode of Inside Xbox.
And we love the sun so much, we're going to London. So tip your servers, try the fish and chips, and we will see you at XO19.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Cheerio.
And that was your SnowBikeMike Hype Report Live Reacts for Inside Xbox, September 24th, 2019. We had a ton of fun with the Xbox team. We had some smiles, we had some oohs, we had some ahs. And of course, I want to hear from you in the comment section down below. Let me know what were some of your hype moments. What was it like? Was it hot? Was it not? Tell me in the comment section below. But we'll be back with another live react later on. So go out there and have a great day.